Hello and welcome to Learn with Hema's class. My dear students, in this video I shall be providing you the solutions of the Pedestrain from Evergreen workbook, and this video is for class 10 ICSE students. Before going ahead, one small request that if you are not a subscriber to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, that is to Learn with Hema, and help me to reach till 100k subscribers. If you like the video, do not forget to hit the like button, and if you find the video useful to you, please do share your lovely comments in the comment box. So quickly we'll move ahead. The Pedestrian from Evergreen workbook and class 10 ICSE. This is the passage 1. He would stand upon the corner of an intersection and peer down long moonlit avenues of sidewalk in 4 directions, deciding which way to go, but it really made no difference. So who is he referred to? What was the routine of the person? In this extract, the word he refers to Leonard Mead. His routine included long walks at night. He used to walk for hours alone. Second question, which time and month of the year does the passage describe? What does the year indicate? Answer, the passage describes the evening time in the month of November. The year 2053 mentioned in the story indicates the futuristic nature of this story. Question 3. Why does the author say it really made no difference? Answer. The author says that it really made no difference because he has to walk alone on the roads and there is no one of his own. In this situation, it does not matter which direction he chooses to for his walk. It's work written over here, but the correct word is walk, W-A-L-K. What would fascinate the solitary walker? Answer. There were cottages and homes with open windows. They would attract a solitary walker. Question 5. Who would accompany the walker in the open? Why? Answer. The squads of dogs would accompany him in the open. They would accompany him if he wore hard heels. Passage 2. Suddenly grey phantoms seemed to manifest upon inner room walls where a curtain was still undrawn against the night, or there were whisperings and murmurs where a window in a tomb-like building was still open. Question 1. What are grey phantoms? Why are they so called here? Answer. The shadows of the people appearing on the walls of their houses are called the grey phantoms. They have been called the phantoms as they do not look like real people. They can be seen from the open windows of their houses only. Second question, where would he see the grey phantoms? Answer. He would see the grey phantoms on the inner room walls where a curtain was still undrawn against the night. Question 3. Why are the houses tomb-like? What kind of picture is this? Answer. The houses are tomb-like because the people living in them are passive and silent. They simply exist like phantoms. This picture of the atmosphere prevailing there is similar to that of the graveyard. Question 4. What did walking past the houses feel like? Answer. Walking past the houses, which were completely deserted and silent, was like walking through a graveyard. The people living there seemed dead and lifeless. What kind of life is hinted at here? The life hinted at this place is artificial, passive and mechanical. It is marked by the silence of a graveyard. Passage 3. There was a good crystal frost in the air. It cut the nose and made the lungs blaze like a Christmas tree inside. You could feel the cold light going on and off, all the branches filled with invisible snow. What time of the day does the passage indicate? How do you know? It was the evening time. The indication about the evening time is the going on and off of the lights. What kind of experience does the speaker tell? Explain the image, lungs blaze like a Christmas tree inside. Answer. The speaker tells about the experience of walking in a frosty, cold November evenings on the deserted roads. The image lungs blaze like a Christmas tree inside indicates the oppressive atmosphere all around that seems suffocating. Question 3. How did the speaker react to the scenery outside? Answer. The speaker reacted to the scenery outside by whistling between his teeth and trying to listen to the sound of his own shoes. He also whispered, "Hello in there," on every side as he walked on. Question 4. What do you learn about the speaker from this extract? Answer. The speaker is a lively but lonely person. He likes to go on long walks in the evening. He is disappointed to find the people leading a passive and dry life. Question 5. Explain the image, all the branches filled with invisible snow, with reference to the life people live here. Answer. The expression "all the branches filled with invisible snow" implies the cold and sterile life of the people living there. They do not have any interaction with one another and there is no warmth in their relationship. Passage 4. The street was silent and long and empty, with only his shadow moving like the shadow of a hawk in mid-country. If he closed his eyes and stood very still, frozen, he could imagine himself upon the center of a plain, a wintry windless Arizona desert with no houses in 1,000 miles and only dry riverbeds, the streets for company. Okay, what kind of picture does the speaker present here? The picture that the speaker presents here is of a deserted and lonely place. There is silence all over. There are no signs of life. It is a picture of dismay. Who does the speaker compare himself with? How and to what purpose? Answer. The speaker compares himself with some lonely person walking in the windowless Arizona desert. He draws this comparison to highlight the loneliness of the place. Question 3. What kind of a person is the speaker? Answer. The speaker is a lively person who enjoys going for long walks, but he is pained to notice the lifeless atmosphere all around. He is different from the people who accept a deserted and mechanical life. Question 4. Where is the speaker wandering? Why does he mention Arizona? The speaker is wandering in the wintry November night of 2053 in the deserted city. He mentions Arizona to highlight the loneliness of the place. Who encounters him later in the context and why? A police car encounters the speaker later. He is questioned by the police car because he is unlike the other inhabitants of the deserted lonely city. Passage 5. What is it now? He asked the houses, noticing his wristwatch. 8:30 p.m. Time for a dozen assorted murders, a quiz, a review, a comedian falling off the stage. Question 1. Who is the speaker in this extract? Who are the listeners? Answer. Leonard Med is the speaker. The listeners here are the people living in the city who sit in their homes watching television. Question 2. Are the murders so frequent? Why does the speaker ask about the murders? Answer. The murders the speaker talks about are the ones depicted in the TV programs. There are frequent murder scenes. The speaker asks about the murders as he notices the time that matches the programs showing murders on TV. Question 3. What is a review? Where would the review take place? Answer. A review is a light theatrical entertainment, satirical in nature. The review here is to take place on the television. Question 4. What makes the speaker ask these questions? Is he satisfied with their answers? Answer 4. A look at his watch showing 8 p.m. makes him ask the question about the murders and the review as he thinks that it was a time for these programs to appear on the TV, but he gets only a murmur of a laughter as a response to his question, which does not satisfy him. Question 5. What kind of life is lived by people in the city? Does the pedestrian appreciate this life? Answer. A mechanical, boring and suppressed life is lived in the city. The people followed the dictates of the rules and the authorities very strictly. The speaker does not appreciate this type of life and criticizes it. Passage 6. He turned back on a side street circling around toward his home. He was with a block of his destination when the lone car turned a corner quite suddenly and flashed a fierce white cone of light upon him. He stood entranced, not unlike a night moth, stunned by the illumination and then drawn toward it. Question 1. Where was the speaker when he was asked to stop? Answer. The speaker was on a side street circling around toward his house when he was stopped. Question 2. Why do you think was the speaker stopped and by whom? Answer. The speaker was stopped because he was roaming in the streets at night in the city where it was considered something deviant and unlawful. He was stopped by the authorities, symbolized by a police car. Question 3. What led to his being stunned? Answer. The speaker was within a block of his destination toward his house when a sudden light flashed upon him. He felt stunned by the light. What was his reaction when he was asked to stop? Answer. When he was asked to stop, he simply stood there surprised. He could utter only one word, but thus he reacted in a wonderstruck way. Question 5. Who do you think was in the car? What kind of light fell on the speaker? What does the car symbolize? Answer. There was some police officer in the car as the voice of someone speaking is heard by the speaker, but later we find that there was no one. It implies the invisible and domineering presence of the authorities symbolized by the car that speaks. The light that fell on the speaker was a fierce white cone-shaped one. Passage 7. Ever since a year ago, 2052, the election year, the force had been cut down from 3 cars to 1. Crime was ebbing. There was no need now for the police, save for this one lone car wandering empty streets. Question 1. Which event that took place in 2052 does the story refer to? Answer. The event that the story refers to is the taking place of elections. Since then, the police force had been reduced from 3 to 1 car only. Why had the police force been reduced? Answer. Due to the ebbing of crime, there was no need of more force. Consequently, the number of cars, that is the police force, had been reduced. Question 3. What does the passage hint at about activities of the people at night? Answer. The passage hints at the limited activities and movements of the people. Most of the people stayed indoors in a disciplined way. Question 4. Earlier the speaker says that seeing a car wandering at night is an incredible thing. How? Answer. Seeing a car wandering at night is something incredible because the number of cars had been reduced to only 1. The crime had also come down. There was no need for a police car to wander at night as most of the people followed the rules and stayed inside the house watching TV. Question 5. Which first question is the speaker asked by the car? What kind of car is it? Answer. The first question that the car asked the speaker is about his name. It is a strange kind of police car moving around to enforce the law, but there are no human officers in it. The car speaks on its own like a police officer. Passage 8. He put his hand to the door and peered into the back seat, which was a little cell, a little black jail with bars. It smelled of riveted steel. It smelled of harsh antiseptic. It smelled too clean and hard and metallic. There was nothing soft there. Question 1. What did the back seat look like? Answer. The back seat was like a small prison. It was black and had bars like that of a jail. It also smelled of harsh antiseptic. Question 2. The speaker says that the back seat smelt of harsh antiseptic. What does he want to convey? Answer. The back seat smelling of harsh antiseptic means that it was meant to control the people and keep them in check as antiseptic keeps the germs. It also implies killing people like germs. The speaker here wants to convey the inhuman attitude of the government agencies towards the common people. Question 3. Explain. There was nothing soft there. Answer. The speaker Leonard Met says there was nothing soft there. It means that the police force represented by the car was cruel and harsh. There was no human feelings or kindness in them. Question 4. Who was driving the car? Where was the speaker being taken? Answer. The car was being driven by some police officer. Though it had not been mentioned clearly, the speaker was being taken to the police station. Question 5. Why do you think was the speaker taken in the car? What crime had he committed? Answer. The speaker was taken in the car as the car represented the authorities and was used to control crime. The crime of the speaker was that he had not behaved like other citizens. He was a non-conformist for the authorities. Thank you. That's all for today. We will soon meet in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay secure. Thank you.